show you my penny top. This is a Fit Nice system that I love. Last weekend I got to have the pleasure of meeting Judy Kessinger, and she taught us how to use her pattern, her master pattern, to make other patterns. And she says that's the only pattern you're going to need. Will I still buy an indie pattern? Probably. Will I still probably buy a Simplicity or Vogue or Butterick? Probably. But this is a cool pattern. I have the shirt on, and later on in the video you'll get to see it, a full view of it. But I wanted to show you my master pattern. So you're going to draw your size here and create your master pattern. Do fittings, figure out if it works. Mine worked first time. I took my measurements and marked it off, and I didn't have any problems. So with a blouse, you have a front, you have a back, and you have a sleeve, and then you add on from there. You don't have to use a sleeve, so you could subtract, but you'll still have a front and a back. So I believe with basic pattern drafting and making, you won't have any problem using this. If you're a beginner, you might not know how to put the pieces together just yet, but it's really cool. I love to design, and this is just a great way to, forget the sloper, forget the darting. I loved that idea. So let me show you what my master pattern looks like. So here is the back, and I went ahead and put this on the fold. This is Pattern Ease. It's like an interfacing that you can see through and trace, her pattern that's on there. So this is the full pattern, so you can cut this up, add seam allowances, and just have fun with it. So you would normally just put it on the fold, just like that. So there's your back. Here's my front. I did the same thing. So in the future, when I create a pattern off of this, I have the whole thing in case I want to do an asymmetrical type top. So there's my top, and all the seam allowances on the tops are recommended to be 5/8, or not 5/8, a 1/2 inch. And then I have my sleeve pattern to just cut 2 of. So it's going to come like this, but I really recommend you do the whole sleeve so you don't have to find a fold somewhere and then have to do it twice. Normally in conventional patterns, you're going to get a pattern piece like this. And then you can start making your notches where you want them. I did make a little notch up at the center front, or the top of the sleeve, so I can make sure that it goes right into that shoulder seam. In my penny top, really, okay, I've got it on, so let me just show you. All it is just like a t-shirt, and then it has a cowl neck. So I did cut the cowl neck last. I made sure that I sewed the front to the back, and then I measured through here to see what size I needed. And I made the cowl about 2 inches smaller so I could kind of stretch it. This has a 2-way stretch. So I made it, this is like 8 inches. I put it on the fold so it's really 16. And then it was, I think I measured this 28 inches around. Sewed up the back center seam and folded it in half, and then just stitched it on here. So it just added a little bit of style to it. I wanted just a simple top. It's kind of a tunic, loose weight top, or loose fitting top, and I really love it. But I want to show you, if you'll notice, the front, let me find the front here, has a really short neckline. Okay, well my neckline goes down a little further. So Judy provides, what is this called? A scoop neckline. So there's a lot of adaptations here. So you just kind of line it up. And what I did is I went ahead and cut this piece out of my fabric, and then I overlaid this on the fabric and then cut out the scoop neck. So it was really easy. And so I noticed you can do this a couple of ways. You can measure this out to where the shoulder seams are exact, and then you just don't have a big scoop. What I did is I moved it over to make sure my center fronts were the same, and you'll notice I have about a 1/2 inch up here. So I did grade a 1/2 inch into the back. You know, so everything just kind of matches nicely. So I would cut a 1/2 inch and then I just kind of graded it and sloped it right here. So this was not cut at a 1/2 inch, only like from here to here. And it just kind of graded in there. I have really 4 pattern pieces, but you don't need a pattern piece for the cowl neck. It's just a rectangle. So that's just something that you can add on later. Give it a try. Go to fitnicesystem.com and get the pattern. I believe it's $40. I don't get any, I'm not paid for this. This is just my own personal testimony. So I bought the pattern and I was sketching the other night trying to figure out what I want to make next because this fits. It really does. Now I understand why it's called Fit Nice System. It really does fit really nice. And I had this fabric, I think I got it at fabricmart.com, something like that. And I didn't know what I wanted to do with it, but I now can create a capsule out of this. I was thinking I wanted like a long white or black duster sweater. I thought that would be really cute with jeans or black pants or whatever. So, you know, have fun with this pattern and, you know, start something simple. So I've started with this one. So I just decided I'd call it the penny top. And it's super simple. And if you need any help with it, I'd be happy to help you. And see what you can create. I have a whole book full of sketches where I want to create my own tops. Look further in this video. You'll get an more up close and personal view of the finished product. I believe I had maybe 2 yards, because you're going to have, this was 27 inches, this is 27 inches, so you're at 1.5 yards plus your cowl neck. So I would allow at least 2 yards, and I had 60 inches wide. Might not work at 45, so you might want to allow a little bit more, but at least, you know, get 2 to 3 yards, and then you won't have any issues at all. I did do some serging just because I like that look on the inside. Knits, you don't have to do that. It won't fray or ravel anyway, so that's up to you and what type of machine that you have. But have fun with this pattern. Looks like this. There we go. The ring light's kind of making it glare. But I'll have links and descriptions below. And if you have any questions, be sure to comment, you know, email me, and I'll be happy to help. So keep watching the video and you'll be able to see me style this top and, you know, give it a shot. Bye.